My little pony, my little pony.
Hello everyone and welcome to Bronyville. This is episode 58 recorded on June 9th, 2012. I am your host, Chef Sandy. With me this week is my co-host, Inky Spots. Hi.
Hello everybody.
My goodness, what a day. But if you're not listening to this in live stream, there's been no problems whatsoever. So, our
Nothing
guest,
to see here.
Nothing to see here. Our guest this week is Poseymonocle and his guest and his co-host, Professor Brohoof. Hello.
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 All right. So, as always, with our guests, we have to ask the 4 questions. First of all, who is your favorite character?
Oh, mine is Fluttershy, definitely.
Okay. And Professor Brohoof.
Pinkie Pie.
Yes, I can see by your Skype on.
But they're both voiced by the same person, so it's all good.
Yes. And your favorite episode?
Mine is Winter Wrap Up.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Lesson 0.
I say. That was very good reasons. Those were good episodes, though. Now, of course, this is more, what would you say? Introspective questions. I'm terrible. So, why do you love the show, and what do others think of said love? Your turn,
man.
Posey.
Long-winded.
Yes.
Well, mostly I love the show because of the music fandom. I mean, those guys have definitely helped me throughout my life and my time as Brony. But I do love the show as well because the characters have such depth and personality, and the show is just very well made. And my parents kind of tease me a bit, but it's all in good fun. They do accept it, and they don't like spread it around. They don't think of it as slander. It's pretty nice. My friends know, and pretty good luck on my part.
He likes them candy ponies. So, what about you, Professor Brohoof?
Well, originally it was just like I heard about it and I kind of didn't want to, and then I eventually saw it. And I guess at first the show got me, but then I discovered the communities on the internet and I was just like, I'm staying here. And pretty much how people have reacted to it. The moment I liked the show, I didn't even like stay closet Brony. I went straight back to the public and I'm like, I'm a Brony.
I
Deal
love
with it.
these ponies.
Pretty much. And
Rooftop.
when my friends found out I have like half of them who don't understand it and don't like it, and I have this other friend who rejected it for the longest time, and eventually I converted him, and everything's good now.
Well, that's always good to recruit your friends into the pony herd. So,
Yeah.
it's good to have you guys on, and we'll be getting into what you guys do in the community here in just a little bit. So, first of all, we're going to talk about our sponsors, because we have sponsors, and that is really cool. So, first off, we have our sponsor, We Love Fine. Use our coupon code Bronyville10 for 10% off your order. Is that not slick? And there are such fantastic shirts. And there's like some Prometheus shirts now. It's only a matter of time before they make a pony version of that. They have hats. And what's really cool is that We Love Fine stuff is actually getting into more hot topics. I was at one the other day, and they had no less than 5 different designs for men available.
I'm just thinking Prometheus pony shirt, Pinkie Pie bursting out of somebody's chest and declaring a party.
Yeah.
Confetti everywhere.
Now, if only it were easier to actually ship up to Canada.
Yep.
It has to be like taken up to the border by USPS and then put on a pack mule and trot across the frozen plains of
Pack
The
mules. What are you
fabled
talking
Canadas.
about? We upgraded to polar bears years ago.
Oh,
I thought it was caribou. What about caribou?
Lame.
Oh.
Your pack meese.
Yeah.
Which are but that's the plural of moose.
No one's going to try to rob a polar bear train. The
That's right.
Polar Bear
Exactly.
Express.
Dog sleds are too simple. Always
All
go
right.
with the most complicated.
Also, our other sponsor is Ruckus Media. They make the Ruckus Reader for iDevices, and they do My Little Pony storybooks and Transformers and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's educational stuff for little kids, but hey, it's pony, and we love our ponies around here.
Didn't they just put out a free pony ebook the other day?
Yes, I
saw?
believe they did with the Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, I think it was. Yes, a
saw a
Halloween
tweet or
story or
something about
something
it.
with Pinkie Pie and Rarity, I think. I don't know.
Cool.
I'd have to look into it further. And also, our convention sponsor is the ever wonderful, ever free Northwest. It's August 17th, 19th in Seattle, Washington. We've been supporters of them for a very long time, and they are looking to have a fantastic slate of guests this fall. They are going to be reopening their registration very shortly. By the time this goes out on Wednesday, they may already be sold out, but if you're listening to the live stream right now, they're opening their registration at, I believe, 7 p.m. Pacific tonight, and you can get back in since they've expanded their space and their room block. So that's really cool. And moving back, you're going to get to see Turbo Speed Video. And that is our sponsors for Bronyville. We appreciate them, and hopefully will continue to sponsor us. Now, we're going to move on to news. Hey, AC. Oh, wait. AC's not here. Hey, totally not Inky Spots. Or totally not.
Totally not AC.
I can't English today. I'm terrible. And I haven't even had any of the marshmallow vodka.
Yeah, we should mention that's my one drunk thing for this week.
This week is Smirnoff whipped marshmallow vodka.
Yes.
For
Chef tweeted a picture of it. It's fluffed marshmallow, so it's rarity flavor. Essence of rarity, if you will.
So you get to, how about the you announced the news this week? You have the doc up?
Okay, I can announce the headlines because they're
Okay,
on the
you
Google
can announce
Doc.
the headlines.
Tara Strong is a wonderful human being.
Indeed she is.
I'm assuming, and you can tell me if I'm wrong about this, this is about the convention in Knoxville, Tennessee, which she was not able to attend, but she put the word out there to have people request stuff for her to autograph in the mail out to the convention. And I remember one story in particular. There was a child with a learning disability of some kind, and she actually called him up and talked to him in character.
Yes. It's really an awesome story because, I mean, the kid, he's developmentally disabled. He has the mentality of like a 7-year-old, even though he's like 15. And he was just thrilled. And I think that's so cool that she went out of her way to do that for a fan because he was really looking forward to meeting her at Knoxville. So Tara Strong is awesome. And she has really embraced the pony community, which is awesome. Also, Tara has used her small army of followers to support Kiki's treatment. Kiki is a 6-year-old girl who was diagnosed with a mass in her brain back in January 2011. She went several rounds of chemo with no guarantee it would cure her. And basically 6 months after the chemo treatment, nothing has, mass returned. And parents are doing an experimental treatment. The family is currently doing a charity thing. Celestia Radio is doing a 60-hour live stream starting Friday at 4 p.m. So it's actually going on now. That if you'd like to donate to help a little kid's cancer treatment on the live stream, you should go check that out. And if you're listening to this afterwards, well, I'm sure they're still going to be accepting donations. Moving on.
Okay, next headline. Everfree Northwest goes crusading. And I can only assume that they're like out with swords, banishing all the non-bronies.
Yes.
That's what crusading is, right?
They're purging Seattle of the haters with
Right.
their swords called love and their maces called tolerance. No, actually, they have secured not one, not two, but all three of the voice actresses behind the Cutie Mark Crusaders for this year's Everfree Northwest. Claire Corlett and Madeline Peters are joining Michelle Krieber to complete the Cutie Mark Crusaders at Everfree Northwest.
Oh my god, the picture of them is really cute.
Yes, the picture on the on Derpy Hoof's news was incredibly adorable. The three Crusaders doing a high five, except the high hoof, I guess.
High hoof.
High hoof. There we go. That's really cool, and telling you what, they have everybody.
Yeah.
Seriously, Everfree Northwest is this mega Brony Woodstock. Everybody's gonna be there. They've got Tabitha St. Germain, Peter New, Andrea Libman, Tara Strong, Michelle Krieber, Kathy Weislich, Lee Takar, and the aforementioned other two. So pretty much everybody you could ever want to get a pony autograph from.
Except Ashley Ball. They haven't got her yet, I don't think.
Yeah,
Unless-
well, I'm sure that there's still time before the event. It's in September or August, so a couple months away.
October.
So, anyways, it's coming, and I'm sure there's time for them to get more guests. Because really, they're one of the reasons they're so successful in that they're in Seattle. They're like a 90-minute drive from Vancouver. They just have to hop the border. They don't got to fly anywhere.
Yeah.
So I mean, they got a +1 on that.
Have you talked on the show about the the new sponsor membership yet?
Not yet, and that is actually something else that they just added. It is $350, I believe. But
yes.
But it also entitles you to getting a autograph from every single guest there. Let's see, sponsor membership, standard membership with some fantastic perks. $350. The membership gives you one autograph from each voice actor or actress attending, which are normally $20 each with the standard membership. Furthermore, sponsor members will receive front-of-the-line privileges to all voice actor panels and signings at the convention. Due to the perks granted by these special badges, there is a limited number available at this tier, so you should totally email them directly at info@everfreenorthwest.com, because that sounds pretty cool. Plus, yeah, you're paying a bit more, but you're also supporting a convention organization.
Yeah. I mean, you figure $20 a pop. If there's like 10 guests there you want to get an autograph from, that's $200. Plus the regular membership is $40. That's $240. I would say the additional money you're going to support first year convention, and frankly, having been to the Dallas Comic Con a couple weeks ago and dealing with the hordes there, I would think the front of the line privileges to all the signings and panels and everything is definitely worth the money.
Yeah, because there's probably going to be around 1,000 people, I think, at
Everfree. Yeah.
At Everfree this year. So that looks like it will be a really big deal.
So our next headline is The Brony Doc Crosses the Pond.
Yes, so John Delancey's Brony documentary has raised all the money it needs to raise, or that it wanted to raise, which is something on the order of $270,000. Oh my gosh. $270,000 for a documentary about ponies. Is that not like some special level of ridiculous? I mean,
wow.
I totally support what he's doing. He sounds really enthused, and he's not using this to make, he's not getting any money from this. This is to pay for the production staff to go across the pond and visit pony fans across the world, and I think that's really cool. So basically, now that they've hit the 270, they're Buck, the Brony UK, which is in Bridgewell Hall, Manchester, 18th and 19th of August, 2012. John Delancey will be attending.
Their current total is $282,216.
My goodness. Does it say anything further?
There you go.
Let's see. Yeah, it still has 22 hours to go, so if you're live streaming, you could totally go back this. Let's see. It's also Tara Strong and John and Lauren Fauster involved, John Delancey, Michael Brokoff. Let's see. Anything further? Nope, they're not. They don't have any more push things, but they will totally be funded here on June 10th. So that is really cool. Has 2,211 backers, and I think at least 4 people dropped 10K.
They'd have to with that amount of money.
11 backers pledged 3,000 or more. 1 backer 5, and 6 backers at 10,000 or more apiece. This community, man, where do we get the money? Still, it's really cool, and I'm glad it's going to get funded. It'll be interesting to see when it comes out.
Yep. So, was that all you want to talk about on that one, or was
John Delancey has not been confirmed at GalaCon, but the documentary team will be attending both conventions. But more announcements are coming from GalaCon in the near future. That is going to be, if I can find the actual date. Wow, GalaCon's website does not make it very easy to find its information. The first GalaCon, August 11th and 12th in Stuttgart, Germany. All right, so that's really cool. It's good to see that our European friends will be getting some recognition, because there's lots of them out there.
So, next headline is Australian box set is now 60% complete. Do I have to read the rest of this?
Yes, I'll put the nickel in the jar. And see, we're supposed to have the 20% cooler shot, 20% cooler, take a shot.
20% cooler than U.S. options.
Yeah, so Australia's pretty lucky. They get the Pony box set, Season 1. Yeah, it's in 5 DVDs, but it's an actual proper box set and comes with like some postcards and a random brushable. Even Madman, the company that's producing it, tweeted, "Woo, check out the My Little Pony collector's box." Yeah, now we know the audience for the title skew is a little older than the target of little girls, but they don't care, because I'm sure that lots of Australian bronies are picking it up.
They're doing this kind of old school anime style with Volume 1 coming with the collector's box, and then you slip in the other volumes as they come out.
Yeah, which doesn't really work in a lot of ways, but since this is a children's series, they probably think they can get away with it, which they are, because they're selling a bunch of them, I'm sure. I just wish that we had a similar option here in the U.S. Mm-hmm. What I really want is a Blu-ray. That would be nice. Season 1, Season 2, 2 Blu-rays, $50 a piece. I don't care. Just
in insane resolution.
Yes. You can see every single pixel of whatever pony, because they're all vectors. They don't really have pixels. I don't know. So, yeah, that's really cool. And if you're in Australia, you're lucky.
Okay, and the final headline is Balloon Party released.
Yes, Balloon Party is was a charity album put out to hopefully get people to BronyCon here in less than 3 weeks. And I'm hopefully hopefully it will raise funds and get some people there. But in the meantime, you can go check out the album at balloonparty.bandcamp.com. It's really good. It's a ton of tracks. I have listened to it all the way through. There's, I think, maybe 3 tracks I wasn't too keen on. But the vast majority of the stuff, good electronica, very good listening to while doing other stuff music.
I should check it out.
Yep, you should check it out. balloonparty.bandcamp.com. And we are moving on to our books section. So, our guest's still here?
Yep.
Yay, okay. It's very quiet. It's just me talking, me and Inky,
Sorry.
Forever
I
alone.
thought that's how news was supposed to go.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making sure because I'm hearing nothing.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to move on to the books. Fanfic suggestions. I've actually read a book. I read a book. No, I've read a fanfic this week. It was a very cute little short one-off called Package for Scootaloo with Derpy and Scootaloo. And Derpy eventually teaches... And Derpy teaches Scootaloo stuff. It's very cute. It's Pegasus.
Awesome. All Pegasus all the time. I can
Yes.
get behind that.
Flappy ponies.
Flap, flap, flap.
And
flapping.
have you read any pony fanfics, Inky?
Well, my shame is that I never learned how to read. That's why I'm always flying into things.
Okay.
No, I haven't read any fanfic, Chef.
Well, you're very, very busy. You have stuff coming up that's kind
Yeah.
of preventing your leisure activities from being reading. And how about you, Posey?
Well, the only one that I've read recently was On Across an Arrow, and I love that fic for some reason.
That was nice. It's a main six are transported across dimensions to a reverse Equestria where the vast majority of ponies are male, and Celestia is a dude, and so there are male versions of the main six. And stuff happens. It's pretty cool.
Does Rainbow Dash challenge Rainbow Dash to a race?
Yes, I think.
Not that she's predictable at all. I've just
Yeah.
thought maybe.
It was funny because there was On Across an Arrow and 63rd Rune were kind of going at the same time, and they were very, very similar stories. Mm-hmm. Except 63rd Rune didn't have the doppelgangers. 63rd Rune just turned everybody male.
Yeah, that's why I like On Across an Arrow, because it gives the aspect of having the same exact set as a completely different dimension. It's
Oh. There are people in the chat going, Rule 63? Rule 63 means that for any given character, there is an opposite gendered character.
You know,
So-
so Celestia, Brolestia.
I think
Twilight
Solera,
Sparkle, Dusk Shine.
Rarity,
Fluttershy,
elusive.
Butterscotch.
Yeah. If you look it up, there was fan art of it.
Of course, there's fan art of it.
Yeah.
Lots of fan art. Fan art is awesome.
Indeed, it is.
So, what about you, Professor Brohoof? Do you read fanfic?
I don't really read fanfics, but I have a friend who's currently in the process of writing a Rare Shark fic, and I'm waiting for that.
Rarity is a shark. I've seen the art of that.
But yeah.
Wait, what? Why?
Well, I don't know the whole story, but it was something about EQD saying as soon as they see a good Rare Shark fic, they're posting it right away.
Oh, well,
So somebody took them up on the challenge.
Yeah.
Cool.
Flutter Shark. Sharkbo Dash.
Shark.
What's this? What's this?
Yes. Yes.
Somebody totally.
It's just how I imagined it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is amazing.
Saved.
So yeah, somebody took us up on the "Let's party" Prometheus shirt.
Send that into We Love Fine.
Yes, I'm sure they would love to make a shirt of that.
Does their license allow them to cross genres like that?
It should.
I would buy that.
You're gonna link
In
that
an
in the show
instant.
notes, right?
Yes. Oh, and there's the pony sharks.
Oh, okay.
That's super cute.
They're kind of cute. They're not horrifying like I thought they'd be.
Still have the shark teeth though.
I would still hug them all.
They would
Just
bite
say
your
it.
Then
head
you'd
off.
lose your head.
Oh,
Perhaps.
that is so special. So now we're actually going to move on to the topic at hand, or topic at hoof. The 30-minute music challenge. So first off, what is this? Well, tell us about your project.
Well, it's kind of self-explanatory. You have 30 minutes to make music, and we always have a theme every week, and it just gets some people together. They make their song in 30 minutes, and then we usually do a sync lesson at the end.
Yeah.
Is this like a competition or?
No.
Have you ever heard of the 30-minute hentai challenge?
Yes.
Well,
It's kind of like that. Yeah, I know.
Except it's
Posey.
music and not adult.
Yeah.
yes.
And not,
The original idea was actually from the 30-minute art challenge, and I knew some of the artists, and I asked them if I might be able to do this with music, and they were like, "Yeah, that sounds like fun," and I did it. And
More chords, less tentacles.
yeah.
yes, exactly.
Far more acceptable to the general public. So, looks like you've got. Have you had any of the big musicals guys in the fandom contribute to your stuff?
Yes, we have Glaze. Actually, I can't give you a list of them all, but I can tell you some of the larger ones. Foos, yeah.
We've had Macon
Sigh.
in the past.
Macon, wow.
Nice.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah. And then Glaze, like I said.
Lavender Harmony participates quite a bit.
Yeah.
Sylvound.
Yep, so
Yeah.
participated. General Mumble.
Yeah,
Michael
you've got
Ariano.
quite a few people that are participating in this. And I think it's cool. It helps spur the creativity of the community in interesting ways. It gives people a challenge, and then you have 30 minutes to do it. So I'm gonna drop some links.
And a fun fact is that we've actually had Bullshit participate in this. So the audio engineer for this podcast has actually participated in this same exact challenge.
Very
Yeah.
cool. So, what sort of plans do you have for the future regarding this? Do you want to make like an album out of this kind of stuff? Put it up on Bandcamp, or
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
Right now, there aren't any actual ambitions other than just having people participate because recently we've had less and less activity. We've had about maybe 6 people per week, and we really need to get more people on board again. But an album would be a good idea.
Mm-hmm. That does sound cool. Yeah, right now though is finals time, graduation for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Start of summer.
Yeah.
So I could help explain some of it, and hopefully, one thing we could do, since we're talking about it today, and links are in the show notes, people will become more aware of what you're doing, and at least participate, or at least give some more attention to what you're doing.
We have a challenge every Sunday at 2 p.m. PST, so
That sounds good. So, have y'all ever done just like traditional music in terms of not 30 minutes? Just like, have you ever gotten stuff up on like Equestria Daily or anything like that?
well, for the 30-minute music challenge we did, but I haven't really gotten anything up. I haven't tried that hard.
Personally, I don't actually make music. I'm just a host. I'm the third wheel in a 2-man group.
Well, it's not 2 men. We have lots of people. Like, is it alright if I do shout outs a little bit?
Yeah, do shout outs. That's fine.
Okay, thank you. Well, some of the people that have really been helping us are H.N. Hagen, and Bullshit again. We have someone, Al the Juggernaut from I Bring the Lows live stream, Probro, of course, and Head Smack. These are really helpful people that help me mod the stream and the Tumblr itself, and they host if I can't.
Show notes will be available after the end of the show, once they're finalized. That's really cool. I think it's good that you're out there and you're trying to get the community involved, and it's like putting a challenge, keeping the pony alive, as it were, because it's the long pony summer, and some people have kind of started going a little crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when we actually expect the most people to join. And personally, I didn't start this to try to get all the big music names in here. I started this to try to help some people with mixing and making music on a deadline. And then I asked Jackalap, and it exploded.
Cool. And I mean, now hopefully that you've been on the show, people will hear it and from far and wide and wish to participate in your deadline challenge. We have as a community, some of us just have to keep active in the summer, otherwise we just kind of go mad.
Exactly.
Wander off into different areas.
We don't want that.
I'm gonna go watch Korra. I'm gonna go watch every season of Gundam ever.
Korra is amazing, though.
Yeah, Korra is. It really is quite good. Welcome to Korraville, Republic City. Benderville. There we go. And Inky's like, what?
Whoosh.
Whoosh, right over your flappy little head.
Yeah, and I'm flying, so that's really something.
So that is really cool. Hopefully we will hear some more about this from y'all in the future, and it'll keep going and pick up some steam and become like a thing more than it already is. So now, of course, this is the time for anybody in the live stream to ask a question. If you have any questions to ask these guys, please say so in the live stream chat. And otherwise, we can just go on to the brief episode discussion. Because there was totally an episode of Ponies this week that I totally watched. No.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing. And you totally didn't see it.
We know that someone took 30 minutes because we have the live stream in the Tumblr where we announce the theme. And then we give them 30 minutes. We open the submit box for about 10 to 20 minutes. And so basically they could have 50 minutes, but usually they don't cheat.
Yeah, it's almost impossible for people to cheat because we quite literally announce the theme at 5 p.m. EST or 2 p.m. PST. And as soon as it's done, we just say, you submit now.
Yeah.
Okay. And Hagen says, hey, Posies, how do you go about finding themes?
Well, for themes, we usually think of emotions or things that everyone can relate to. So that way we don't like get too narrow of a field of view when we're talking about the musicians. So we can get as many people to participate as possible.
Yeah, we used to have themes that were kind of very specific, and we had some people complain because either it didn't apply to them anymore or it just never could apply to them.
That's really cool. Because I saw like you have just sort of a progression, some very vague. It's like I can work with that.
Yeah.
And as for learning how to make music, I'm sure anybody can. It's just something you have to practice, cultivate.
Yes.
So is
At
this,
worst,
I'm
at
just
worst, you open
curious.
FL Studio. Sorry.
Blah, sorry, I was just wondering, like, in general, like, because I haven't checked this out yet. Are we talking like acoustic guitar? Or are you talking dubstep or Fruity
Everything.
Loops or okay?
Everything. We have like H.N. Hagen. He is a classically trained musician. Mackin, Glaze, everyone participates and they make whatever they can. And it's just for fun.
Okay.
H.N. Hagen is actually the conductor of the local band in his town.
Oh, very cool.
Very cool indeed. Hello, Pony One Kenobi. So, if we don't have any other questions,
As for free programs that I can recommend, there's not that many because making music and using free programs usually don't go hand in hand. Ohm Studio is good if you want to collab with multiple people, and it is free. You can just like look up musicians' names and find them instantly, collab with them. You don't even have to know.
Favorite songs. Ooh. God, there's so many. It's so hard.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's a
Right.
lot of really good songs out there in a lot of different genres.
Yeah. Right now, my favorite song is I'm gonna have to go with "Caution" by Jackalap. That song is amazing.
Yes. And right now, my favorite song is "Catch Your Fall" by Centennial. He's a good friend, and wow, it's a wonderful song.
And the question: are you guys ever thinking of doing anything more than 30 minutes, like an hour or two, or maybe a day?
Yeah.
Actually, like what we have going on right now is every 3 weeks, I think, we have an hour-long challenge, and then we usually get a bit more people during those because a lot of people find it's a little bit too constricting to work within 30 minutes. So within an hour, they have more time to actually mix and produce, so they have a finalized product that's a much higher quality.
Very cool. All right, so I think at this point we should probably move on to the next bit on our document. I just tossed in there was an episode discussion part left in, and unfortunately this is the Ponyless Summer. There is no episode to watch. But I did toss in the random question of what episode have you rewatched the most?
All of them.
All of them.
I just watch them all at once. I don't go like pick and choose. I just watch them all sequentially. And
Okay. You don't have like a favorite episode that you just keep going back to?
well, my favorite episode, like I said earlier, is Winter Wrap Up, but I like them all, so I basically do have a marathon. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. I have
God,
probably
I'm-
rewatched Sonic Rainboom probably a dozen times.
I like that one a lot.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Sonic Rainbow was really good, and I know I haven't had much time to watch lately, so I haven't really done this with any season 2. But during season 1, it was Sonic Rainboom and Cutie Mark Chronicles were ones that I rewatched more than others.
Awesome.
Good classic episodes.
Okay. I will try to speak up a bit. All right, so now we're going to go into the email time. You can always email us at bronyville@gmail.com. I will take the first. Inky will take the second. And if you guys are comfortable reading, we can get you guys reading an email. Unless you're running short of time and have to go.
I'm fine.
All right, so I will read an email. Hi there. On the last show, at least there for the time of this writing, the question was raised, what does Applejack need in order for her to be a more likable, interesting, popular / deep character? I posited that she could benefit greatly from a secret or mildly embarrassing hobby. For example, I don't know, if she enjoys reading and writing romance novels, she becomes obsessed with Broadway musicals during her time in Manhattan, or she's president of the Lace and Doilies Club. Whatever it takes. I trust the writers will bring more depth to her. I just wanted to put that idea forward if it hasn't already been discussed. Love the show. Take care. Warbalist. So, Applejack is the most boring pony.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know, she's a farm pony. That's what she does. She farms.
And she bores.
And she does rodeos, but apparently is not the best at them.
Well, she was the best, like, up until that point, apparently. Yeah,
Yeah.
She had all those blue ribbons. But she
Yeah.
has to fail to make her interesting, I guess.
Or just have something that she does outside of wake up, kick apple trees, make sure Apple Bloom goes to school, kick more apple trees,
Buy
eat a
some
bunch of
apples.
Buy some apples.
Yeah, I guess if you are a farmer, that doesn't leave you a lot of leisure time to have hobbies.
Yeah, I'm surprised she
apple
even
fan.
has friends.
Hey.
Well, you need someone to help you work the farm.
True.
Yep. Oh, there's an idea. People said Prismatic Flux, he wants to see what happens when Applejack and her family disagree or have a falling out.
Ooh. That'd be interesting.
Wait, so who are we talking in the family though?
I don't know.
Because
Apple Bloom being...
It would totally have to be Apple Bloom.
Yeah.
She
But what
hits
if-
that awkward teenage phase. Her cutie mark is a piercing, and she goes off.
And well,
Apple Bloom or like Apple Gloom?
yeah, but Big Mac is too agreeable. But I think it'd be interesting if he managed to have some conflict with the family, and then suddenly he got angry with them and left. What would happen then? That'd be an interesting thing.
That'd be weird because I totally don't see that happening.
Exactly.
Just his character. It'd have to be a really good reason we'd have to come up with.
That's what
Yeah.
Poor AJ. She's so hard to make interesting.
And even now we're talking about, Big Mac will be the one to have the issue. So it'll be a lot like last roundup then. I guess the rest of the family will be trying to find him. So that's still not really Applejack's story.
All right. So the next email, if you can read that one, Inky.
All right. Hello there, everyone in the Bronyville crew. Thanks for the awesome podcast that never fails to delight. You guys are just the best. I can't wait until it pops up on the interwebs every Wednesday. Now for the real question. I've noticed that the color green seems to be a theme in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and the theme is that it's evil. A few examples are Rarity being upset that her hair was turned green by Trixie, the title of an episode being Green Isn't Your Color, but this is probably just me overanalyzing since green stands for envy in this case, Queen Chrysalis / Cadence's eyes, spoilers, turning green when she was performing an evil spell, as well as the color of the spells and flames being green. None of the main 6 have any green save for Rainbow Dash, and that's probably because it's part of the rainbow. And Spike has a little green, but dragons are not known for being wonderful and nice. Other dragons, they're kind of jerks. I know there are more little things that point to the implication that green is a bad color. What do you think? Is green an evil theme, or is it that the animators don't use green because there is so much of it in the Ponyville background? Thanks. Velociraptor. P.S. Applejack is best pony, but since I just got married a few weeks ago, my favorite pony right now is Princess Cadence, but I'm sure it will be AJ and Derpy Hooves again soon enough. P.P.S. Since my email was the last email where you started the nickel jar, I just thought I'd make this email 20% cooler.
Take a shot.
Just in case you read it on the air. Smiley face. So I can explain the green in Rainbow Dash because there's the occasional episode where she's kind of a jerk. So she's 1/6 evil.
Yeah. Guys, Twilight's house is completely evil.
But it's a tree. That's a natural item.
But it's green. It's green.
It's when the magic is green.
Guys,
Rarity being upset about her hair being turned green is because she has a purple mane. So that's like the complete opposite, green and purple,
Oh my god.
Another way you can actually prove that point is because the Everfree Forest is usually completely green and people associate it with evil.
The grass is green. Keep your hooves off the grass.
That's why the Pegasus live on the clouds. They can get away from the evil grass. No, I was going to say, though, that green in terms of, green isn't your color. Envy, for some reason, is like associated with green. I don't know why.
And money is also green, the root of all evil.
But then you do have Chrysalis with her evil green magic and the green fire. See, green fire is in a lot of like science fiction or a lot of fantasy, like the sign of like evil / demonic magic.
Is it?
And like in World of Warcraft, all the big evil magic that's warlocks, green fire.
The Fell.
The Fell, like in Outland and stuff, it's all green fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But in sci-fi, Luke's lightsaber that he makes is green, and he's a good guy.
But ponies are fantasy; they're not sci-fi.
Yoda is evil.
I think that the color of the magic really isn't like key. I think it's more the user, because Flim and Flam, their magic was green, but they weren't evil. they were just business ponies.
Yeah, they were just really, really greedy.
They
I
weren't
never
evil.
saw-
They were just antagonists. They were competition.
I never saw any green parasprites, though.
I'm sure there were, though.
There probably were.
They're all the colors of the rainbow.
Yep.
Ah.
That's why they like rainbows so much. They're like, oh, you're one of us. So, green magic is an indicator of evil, possibly. Green being a color, I don't know.
Take this up with the show's creators. We need answers.
You know, and
We'll add that to the list for when we get an animator on the show. Or
it might just be part of the color palette too, because I mean, like you said, none of the main 6 are green, so you throw it in there as a contrasting color when they have an antagonist of some kind.
Yep.
It might also just be coincidence. But let's go with conspiracy. It's more fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody put on your overthinking tinfoil caps.
Yay.
All right. So now the next email is totally yours, Posey.
Okay. Hey, Starry Night, random guys in the foreground and esteemed guest. Is it me, or just a phrase, I just don't know what went wrong, need its own nickel jar like 20% Cooler has? Anywho, I'm doing my best to pass the summer ponies route by writing a changeling-themed fic. At the time I started writing it, it seemed like a great idea and I was very excited. Then Pony Fantasy 6 was completed and 50-plus game hours was sunk into that. Going back to the story, I find several stories that have a close but not quite premise to mine. And I was really hoping to be the one to break into the whole changeling-themed fanfic idea, but now it'll only seem like I'm copying everyone else. Honestly, it's deflated my interest a little in completing the story, but my friend has advised me to just write and finish it, because my take will be different than anyone else's. I guess I don't have a question, though, so feel free to discuss nickel jar ideas, or other changeling fanfics, or what have you. I haven't posted mine anywhere yet since it's not finished, and I don't know if I'll ever be satisfied enough with it to actually call it finished. Sincerely, Francier.
Well, there's your problem right there. You sunk 50 hours into Pony Fantasy 6. But when it comes to the sea of ideas when it comes to writing, I think that as long as your take is sufficiently unique and stands out with its quality, it's going to get noticed. Because, yeah, after the Season 2 finale with the two-parter and the Changeling and stuff, that's a really fertile ground for a lot of stories. And you're not first to market, that's okay, as long as you have a sufficiently good story to go with it. I think you should complete it. At least so that your take on the Changelings is out there.
Yeah, you never know. It might explode.
Yeah, a lot of the fan and stuff it's out there is just because one particularly good fanfic was out there and put in an idea that most people liked.
I still want to see that ultimate OC drawing I was telling you about. Did I describe that on this show last time?
I don't know.
Okay, so my idea for the ultimate OC is, of course, she's an alicorn, but she has the one unicorn horn at the front, and then her mane is made of unicorn horns, and each one is a different color of the rainbow. Her tail is made of wings, also each a different color of the rainbow. She has regular wings too,
Is it bad
of
that we
course.
think of cupcakes?
No, I think, see, you're just making a terrible, terrible sparkle pony.
And her cutie mark was a metal donut, and her name was Donut Steel.
There we go.
I need to commission that
Somebody should draw that.
and write
Get to it.
fanfic. The ultimate alicorn.
Oh god, if that was actually drawn, that would get on to one of my friend's Tumblrs called Terrible Ponies.
Oh, I want to look at this Tumblr now.
One sec, let me find you a link.
Okay.
Before we continue, can I announce something?
All right.
This is from the MLR chats. There's a new thing for all you musicians out there called Vuvuzela Party.
Oh god, no. No. No, please, no.
riding on the coattails of Balloon Party the After Party, and Cowbell Party. This hard.
Oh God, no! Not Vuvuzelas.
Vuvuzela Party. Coming soon to Equestria Daily. Oh, it begins! Please stop.
I was waiting for it to. It's an app. I can't just turn it off.
So, yes.
Oh, God. Terrible ponies.
Simon Belmont Pony. It's not nice to make fun of people, but sometimes they're really just what?
Yeah. I'm not even ashamed to say that I helped find OCs for this.
Well, it's just like the, put your name, the hedgehog. It's out there.
Yeah.
Your name, whatever. It's gonna be out there. You're gonna find it. So, it happens.
I like the header, the judging.
So, Professor Brohoof, you would like to read an email, or I can take over the next one?
Sure. I don't actually have anything though.
Oh, great. I didn't share the doc to you. Never mind. I'll read the next email. That's because you were a last-minute addition. I should have added.
Yay!
I'm professional. Greetings, AC Chef, Starry, and whoever else there is this go around. I know I'm not the first brony to do this, but I wanted to send you pictures of my tattoo that's only a few hours old. My wife and I began watching MLP with our daughter some time ago. The unique thing about the show, for me, is the two ponies quite often remind me of my wife and daughter. Twilight Sparkle is my wife's cartoon horse doppelganger, minus the less than zero psychosis. And my daughter is a party fanatic as well as a cupcake enthusiast. Again, minus the psychosis. Early on, I went through the typical stages of acceptance. My Little Pony. Pfft. Okay, I'll watch it once, and no one must know. And finally, I don't care who knows. This show's awesome. I thoroughly enjoy almost every aspect of the My Little Pony Friendship's Magic universe, unless they break character development, well. And I'm frequently looking for more information on Season 3. I can honestly say that Bronyville is the best podcast out there for MLP fans, and I've sampled all the others. They do not please me. No idea if I can even do this or if you'll have time for it, but I thought I'd answer your 4 questions. My best pony will always be Twilight Sparkle and Pinkie Pie. I had their cutie marks carved into my skin, so I get to pick both. Last Roundup is the best episode. No penny breaks of Pinkie Pie promise. I like the show due to the animation, story, characters, and something the family can do together, and the people that know me are not all that surprised that I like MLP, once I explain why. I'm an animation geek. And what the hey, here's one cool thing. He has renamed his stuff in Team Fortress 2. His unusual festive tree is the Hearthwarming Eve Party Hat. The strange festive flamethrower, the Hearthwarming Eve Party Cannon. And other such things. So, this lets the guy that you just pwned know that you love and tolerate them. That's all for now, and thanks for the podcast. Keep it up. 5 Iron. And, I wish I had a link to the image that I could share. Because this guy got a tattoo of Twilight's cutie mark with Pinkie Pies in front of it with the name of his wife and daughter. That is really cool. That is some dedication.
Quick imager.
Can you just drag and drop that into the chat or something?
Google Docs. Don't crash. Let's see. So picture. I will try to upload that to Imgur real quick.
Save faster. Save faster.
I'm...
Make that FiOS work for it.
Yeah. Image share. Computer. Emma's gonna have such fun. Typing, dead air.
Well, while you do this, you want me to read the next email?
Yeah, go ahead and read the next email there.
Okay. Dear Apple Cider, Chef Sandy, and awesome chick in the sidelines, who is probably not even hearing us right now. Your show brings a light to my mood on my way to school, and the interactions amongst yourselves puts a smile on my face. I think your podcast brings a positive representation of the community, and I thank you for your seemingly professional shows. That being said, I have a question. If you knew there wasn't going to be a season 3, would you be satisfied with the wedding finale? Depressing question aside, best ponies are all ponies with 4 syllables in their name. That includes Celestia, Octavia, Lyra Heartstrings, Twilight Sporkle, and Apple Cider. Your listener, Placeholder. P.S. Cat Groove is a catchy song.
Yes, it is.
Twilight Sporkle.
So would you guys be satisfied with the wedding finale as the series finale if there wasn't going to be a next season?
Yeah.
I guess. If season 3 wasn't happening, I would be okay with that being sort of an end.
It was pretty epic.
It was epic, but at the same time, there wasn't much character development on the 3 main characters.
Screw character development. There was just the area.
I know, but still.
Yeah, you can. I
Team
mean,
Rocket
you can
is
have,
blasting off again.
You can have your character development episodes or your exciting Michael Bay episodes. This was like a popcorn movie finale, with all the magic fighting and the bucking all the duplicates and things like that. Yeah,
That was an interesting scene.
Yeah.
In a world where ponies contain holes.
Cheese. When ponies have holes like Swiss cheese.
Changelings. Changelings, directed by Michael Bay.
My Little Pony, directed by Michael Burr.
That would not end well, I don't think.
Explosions.
So, we have one final email, and that's your turn.
You. Or,
Posey.
no, other person. Sorry.
Posey.
Dear Apple Cider, Chef Sandy, Starry Night, M, and any guests brave enough to be on the show. First off, love the show, but I'm sure you knew that. Your egos probably get enough stroking from us fans, eh? I was listening to episode 50 recently, where you were discussing how the second season of the show is different from the first. You guys didn't mention this. I was wondering, does it seem to you that the second season of the show has been a bit more high energy and goofy than the first? The bathroom scene from the last roundup comes to mind, though I sensed it even at less than 0. Anywho, I know you prefer short emails, so I'll leave it at that. Definite integral. P.S. Apparently these are required in emails to you guys now. P squared S. Starry is best pony. Try getting out of that one, AC.
Well, AC wasn't here this week to read that, so he didn't have to get out of it. Aha.
He got out of it the best way possible by not being here.
So, as for season 2, it didn't have the EI in the upper left corner. It wasn't an educational informational show. It was just a cartoon. That was the biggest change, because having the EI in season 1 basically restricted them from doing certain things, because they couldn't have done the changelings and the whole, oh no, Twilight Sparkle just got dragged down into who knows where by fake Cadence. That would that would not fly.
Ha, screw learning, we have ponies.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, actually. Interesting. I just assumed that season 1 was we're going to set up our world and set out the sandbox, and then everything's established. And then series 2 is the let's expand the characters, let's play around with the characters and kind of push their margins a little bit and see what we can do with them.
Yes, the ringing on the files, Google Docs having a spasm. So that is it for the emails this week. I do think that Em will have quite the time with this episode. He's gonna kill me.
He can kill me instead.
But moving on towards the final stretch, so that you can go to your graduation and I can do stuff.
I still have lots of time, so it's okay.
All right. Well, in any event, We have donations this week. We got 2 of them from Painthy and Michelle S. So thank you very much. That's donations are going towards the DHX Bronyville breakfast that we are going to have them catered breakfast one day. You can donate at bronyshow.com. If you go to our website, it's there on the right. We also have our 5-star iTunes Brony this week. Wolfpack 104, Rainbow 14, Matthew Deckard, and Lucky Pride. We really appreciate all the 5-star reviews we get. All the ratings help push us up the charts and make us more visible to the outer community, to people not necessarily involved in Pony. As we show up there next to Kevin Smith and Mugglecast and all that. And the final thing is our one cool thing. So I have a cool thing this week. Do you have a cool thing, Inky?
Oh, well, I actually mentioned mine earlier. It was going to be the sponsor level reg at
yes.
Everfree Northwest.
All right, I can add that. Well, my one cool thing is the Equestria Gaming Arcade. This launched up here just a couple weeks ago and has, at this point, 14 different Flash games that are ponies. 14 different pony Flash games. And they're pretty cute. There's Scootaloo, Derpy Who's Fruit Dreams, Catch the Scootaloo, Cider Attack, Waiting is Magic. a whole slate of 14 different games, all of them pony, all of them Flash. You can just kill some time with some cute horses doing cute things.
The other thing you can add for my one cute thing, I just remembered something that I mentioned to you the other day is Firefox posted to their Facebook page their My Little Pony Firefox logo, which is super, super cute.
It is awesome.
All right. Do you have a one cool thing, Posey?
I guess I can come up with one off the top of my head, and that'd probably be a website, mylittleremix.com. It's a great place if you want to learn a little bit about the musicians and get to know them. And there's so many of us on there that it's not even funny. And it's just a great place to get to know people, make new friends, and listen to good music.
So if you're interested in music, check it out. And beyond that, you can always contact us find us at bronyshow.com or bronyvillepodcast.com. You can always email us at bronyville@gmail.com. We appreciate iTunes reviews. You can follow us on Twitter at Bronyville for AC and at Chef Sandy for myself and at Inky Spots MLP for Inky here.
Yay.
Our meetup groups are Bronies in Northern California if you're on the West Coast and North Texas Bronies if you're in Texas. That's my group. And we'll be attending conventions this year, Everfree Northwest and Canterlot Gardens. Those are looking to be pretty good. So, that's about it. Once again, thank you, Posey and Professor Brohoof, for being on the show. Sorry about the audio issues that we had. This will teach AC to take a week off, let me tell you.
Yeah.
We were flailing around and cables everywhere. Oh my god.
Yay. Cables.
Why can't I hold all these cables?
Because it's like spaghetti.
There we go.
Oh, did somebody draw it?
Yeah, Tetra,
Yes.
Tetra totally did.
Thank you so much, whoever drew that. That's awesome.
Thank you, Tetra Pony.
Yay. You're going to link me to all of these, right?
Yes, I'm downloading them now.
Awesome.
Download all the ponies.
Oh no, evil grass.
That's awesome.
Saving. That is some
good
very,
times.
very funny stuff. Thank you very much, guys, for the live streamed art.
Can I just do 2 shout outs?
All right.
First of all, ponies for My Brain Little's live stream. Yeah, you asked for a shout out, so you get one. Also, Rob Cakeran, the author of MLD, you just keep listening and don't worry, one day you'll get on here.
Okay. It's like he just needs to ask.
I told him that. I told him to try asking.
It's going to be funny to keep saying no now, though.
Oh, wait, Hagen, you already had a shout out. Shut up.
You had that before.
I'm pretty sure I saved the popping out of the chest.
Oh, you better have. Or just DM me the links on Twitter.
Yeah, I need to.
Oh, yeah.
do that.
Mick,
Yeah.
Mick 3 Brony, or Mike Brony, as I'm going to read it now. You are making awesome pictures.
And so is Tetra.
Yeah.
You guys are great.
Yep. All right, cool. Thank you very much, guys, for listening in. Thank you guys for coming on the show. This episode will be out on Wednesday. Thank you for everybody in the live stream who bore with us during this terrible issue-filled episode.
Thank you for bringing our awful ideas to life, live stream artists.
All right. On that note, good night, every pony.
Shadows fly across the sky. A tempest in the night time. Soaring, changing, always fading away. Shades of grey surrounding me. I cannot move, nor can I see. Where's our hope? Where is the fight? Trapped in the dark, searching for light. The sun above us burns, the stars will fall as we all turn. What once was home, its end is nigh. As we fall into the sky. world turned upside down. No logic to be found. You cannot run, you cannot hide. Just remember you're here for the ride. Just listen to the sound. A tempest in the sky. A shadow makes you fly. The world's turned upside down.